Hey, it's Barb, and it's that time of the year that if you show, you're getting pretty excited about it. You're probably practicing a little bit more, you're thinking about it a lot, trying to get that pony in shape, get practice, get your plans, your schedule. So I thought for the next couple of videos that I would talk to you about showing and arranging it so that you are at your best and your horse is at their best when you enter the show arena. And so I have a couple of thoughts I'm going to share with you in this video, and even if you don't show, I hope that you find them useful. So the first is that I think there are a couple of misconceptions, and one of them is that the purpose for showing is mainly to win a prize. Now, of course, everyone wants to do well in their class and win a trophy and win a saddle, and that's all fabulous. Of course it is. However, that being said, there are many different reasons why people show. And for me personally, I grew up riding and showing horses in our family. It was our family business. So the purpose for me showing early on was to sell the horses when we went to the show. And then fast forward many years, and as a professional cutting horse trainer, it was important for me to go show and get in front of the public and hopefully do well. And that would earn me the right to attract clients who wanted to do what I did, be part of that program with the horses who had the athleticism, etc. But here's what happened. I would say early on in my professional cutting career, that's when I went to then LGE Sports Science and learned about performance training. And it changed my life. I came back, started doing really well. I learned all about how, first of all, the value of, and then how to get into that state of state of calmness and focus, and all the research behind it, and it just catapulted my career. And not only that, but it was really fun. And I always make this joke, and people who are younger probably laugh, but it wasn't like taking castor oil. It was getting into the state of clarity and calmness, and like great white lights were turned on. And so as a professional trainer, I love the opportunity to go to the major shows and feel very prepared and walk into the arena and be in that state. And again, it was a practice. It wasn't something that was just you do it and then you've got it. And not only at major shows, but at all the shows. So that became one of the main reasons why I love to show as a cutting horse trainer. So the point of all that is that your reasons to show are your reasons to show. And it's important to feel good about that and be true to your own heart. Sometimes you want to have fun and see your friends and enjoy yourself. And that's awesome too. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that there's this idea that you're competing against other people. And while it's true that there are other people and your score ends up being compared to theirs, what I'm about to tell you really changed my perspective in my showing career. And that was that I saw that if I reached a certain level of excellence in the class that I was showing in, that the results would take care of themselves, that it didn't matter who the other people were. It mattered what that level of excellence was. And so I compared myself and what I was doing with my horses to that level of excellence. And that made a huge difference, because then I was competing not against myself, but with myself. If I got clear about what I needed to do that job, what my horse needed to do that job, and what we had to do mentally and physically to be able to do our very best at the show, then that became my whole focus, was focused on what I was doing for myself and with my horse and at the show. So I offer to you to look for that level of excellence and know that that's really what you're going for, step by step by step, and to really enjoy that journey. So that's what I have for you today. One other little thing is that in the next couple of videos on Sunday, I'm going to share some more ideas with you. Also, not this week, the week of February 1st, but the week after, I'm going to start a podcast series. The podcasts will be free. They'll be able to be downloaded. They'll be yours to keep. And then on the 19th and 20th of February, I'm going to do a live workshop whereby I'll be teaching some of the high performance principles. I'll be talking about how to get your horse ready, talking about how to get you ready. I'll be talking about rituals, reviews, lots of great stuff. And by workshop, I mean that you'll be able to walk through your situation with me. Anyway, more about that later. There's nothing for you to do now, except I would love for you to let me know what you'd like me to talk about in the podcast, and also perhaps during that workshop. But for now, let's just talk about the podcast. What would you like for me to cover and touch on? And if possible, I'll do it. So hit reply, leave a message, or leave a comment for me, and have a great week.